Welcome to a new edition of College Coffee Talk. This is Andy Lockwood from Lockwood College Prep, and this College Coffee Talk is all about answering your questions. So I'm changing things up a little bit since the last College Coffee Talk edition, which was probably about a month and a half ago. So still drinking coffee. Hopefully you are too. That hasn't changed. However, what I thought I would do as a bit of an experimentation is to open up College Coffee Talk each Friday for free coaching, free college coaching. So the format is going to be you can ask me questions either on Friday live or during the week, and I will choose one and I will answer that specific question. And if you have any responses or anything, just pop them here in comments, and I will respond to them as soon as I can. So, what I want to talk about today is, it's not really that esoteric, but it's because it's a relatively common situation. It has to do with when your grandparent or the kid who's going to college's grandparent establishes a 529 college savings plan. So, I want to make some comments about this, but my disclaimer is who the hell knows what's going to happen with the tax code, and I know there's a portion of the 529 that seems to be going to be expanded, but we'll see, when the House and the Senate reconcile and try to pass something. The change I'm looking at specifically is that I think it was, I don't know if it was Ted Cruz or someone had sponsored a provision to allow the use of the 529 funds to be used for private high school tuition, even including parochial school tuition. So anyway, that's just an example of how things can change. So let's get back to the original question. What do I do about my grandparents or my dad or my wife's dad's 529 that he established for the kids? And this is an actual question I got from a client of mine. I'm not going to say his name just in case he's funny about wanting his privacy protected. And so what I told him is, well, listen, the grandparent 529 is kind of interesting because the 529 college savings plan is typically where, for those of you who are not initiated, is typically where there's an owner of the plan, which is usually the parent, but it can sometimes be the grandparent or can sometimes be someone else. They establish a college savings account under Section 529 of the IRS code that allows a few benefits, including tax-free growth of the investment and a deduction in many cases, depending on what state you live in, for contributing to the 529. Now, the dirty little secret about the 529 is that it penalizes parents in financial aid. The question about the 529 is not whether it's good or bad, although I get that a lot, or friend or foe. Of course, no one asked me that, but that's how I think of it because that's the way I am. The deal with the 529 is that it counts as, when it's done traditionally, and what I mean by that is the parent establishes the 529 for the kid, that is considered to be a parent asset under the main financial aid form, the free application for federal student aid, otherwise known as FAFSA. So what that means is that if, let's say you had, you'd amass $100,000 to save for your kid, well, that will, in the financial aid formulas, that will reduce your eligibility per year at 5.64% of that amount, or $5,640. Now, I think some schools penalize you more than that, but that's beyond the scope of this presentation. Okay, so here's the interesting thing. The FAFSA will look at your parent stuff and child stuff, parent assets and kid assets. When a grandparent establishes a 529, that doesn't appear anywhere on the FAFSA. That is a ghost. So you might be thinking now, oh, okay, so that's a good thing. Well, there is a catch, and there's always a catch, but I'll tell you how to get around it. The catch is that even though it doesn't get disclosed anywhere on the FAFSA currently, once that money is used by grandpa and transmitted to the college to pay for tuition, what will happen to the family's eligibility the following year is that it'll be reduced by 50% of the amount that was used to pay for college. So if grandpa sends $30,000 to pay for tuition, the next year eligibility will be reduced by $15,000. be penalized $15,000. So it does catch up to you. So here's a way around it. Well, two ways. One way is if you can do this, you delay using the funds for the 529 until junior year of college, after you filed your advance of the senior year. And then, once that's all filed, then I would say use those funds, if you can delay it, to pay for college, those grandparent 529s. That's one strategy. Another strategy, which I'm also looking at with my unnamed client, is should the grandfather liquidate the 529 and just use the funds either as a gift to the parents, which you have to look at the tax rules for gifts, or something else. That may work a little bit better. It's certainly going to work a lot better than penalizing a kid 50% of whatever amount was transmitted to the college. But you also have to look at the negative consequences that could drag on this benefit, meaning what are the tax, are there penalties, are there tax issues, whatever. That's all stuff that I'm going to be looking at with my client in the next few months. Maybe sooner than that, I suppose. That's the deal on the 529 for grandpa, the grandpa 529 or grandma 529. I don't want to be politically incorrect because this, Facebook doesn't have any political correctness. So let me just see what's going on here. I have my page up. I see a few people watching. If you have any questions, please pop them in comments. Please share this post if you think it's helpful for anyone who you think would benefit from this, particularly anyone who has a college-bound teen and is thinking, holy crap, how am I going to pay for all this, or is my kid going to get anywhere, anything like that. So who do I see in there? I see Jimmy Lee. Oh, Jimmy, you know what? I heard, I haven't been in the office, I heard you left me a holiday gift, so and I heard it's actually drinkable, which is even better. So thank you very much for that. And I see Margaret Otto. All right, good morning. Nice. So let me just see who else I have here. If you have, like I said, if you have any questions, say hi also. If you have any other questions, I see Tony Ann, and yeah, all right, good. Nice to see you guys. Thanks for joining us. So every Friday I'm going to be doing this until further notice, barring holidays and whatever, sick days. I'm going to be doing the college coffee talks at least every Friday, and it's a chance to get your coaching questions answered. It's free coaching, because the flip side is for those of you who've done free college strategy sessions or you've heard about them, I'm not going to be doing those anymore except under very limited circumstances. It just got to be too much for me. There are too many people who wanted to pick my brain for free, and then I would never hear from them again. So I still want to be able to help people as much as possible. I just have to do it kind of on my terms. So this is a group opportunity to get your specific college questions answered. It's free coaching. It's going to be every Friday. I may come on, from time to time with other college coffee talks, and those will be also opportunities to chat with me. So those will be a little bit hit or miss style. And we've got a few other changes planned for this upcoming year, 2018, over at Lockwood College Prep. All right, so let me just quickly say, all right, Jimmy says you're welcome. All right, cool. All right, guys, so I am going to sign off now. Have a great day and a great weekend. If you're a client watching this and you want to stop by our new office, I'm having office hours Saturday from 12 to 2. That's in Glenwood Landing, and that's for clients only. You would have received an email already about that. It's really more for seniors, who are struggling with last-minute essays or financial aid stuff at this late hour, and juniors. But anyone else who wants to come, just private message me. I'm sure we'll have room. And I'm looking forward to a great 2018 as we wrap up this year. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk soon. Bye-bye.